Plaintiff Nancy Van Camp says the defendant left his wife to start a relationship with her, and they were in love. And Nancy has the letters to prove it. Nancy claims the defendant went back to his ex after she refused to marry him, and she's suing him today for half the value of a race car. Defendant Steve Foster and his ex-wife Susan say Steve regrets leaving Susan to be with Nancy and says he only did it because Nancy lured him away with money and gifts. Steve believes Nancy is only suing because he's back with Susan now.
Start with you.
Steve and I had a relationship. We had feelings for each other starting 8.5 years ago. At the time he was married to her, and about in 2005 then he moved out and moved in with me, and we continued our relationship. He had asked me to get married, and I wouldn't. I told him I wanted to have my house and all my belongings go to my children, and he said, well, if you're saying I have to sign a prenup, that's like not trusting me. And so here we are. But then in January, their daughter called her father and I and said that she didn't want to live with her mother anymore, that she wanted to come live with her father and I, and that her mother had been drinking a lot and had sit on her and hurt her chest. And so Steve and I hired an attorney.
Those are lies. You're not going to sit there and badmouth me. My daughter
This has nothing to do with you.
Oh, yes, it does.
No.
Oh, yes, it does. You're not going to sit there and badmouth me.
It's her daughter.
You're not suing me. So whatever your opinions are about me, you need to keep to yourself.
No, I can have any opinion I want. So anyhow, we then took in her daughter. And then as the time went on, Steve didn't help pay. He was supposed to, I said, Steve, you paid her $500 a month in child support. You need to help me. And he didn't. And in August, we decided to separate. And now that we have separated, then he moved out on August 4th, and August 3rd, he moved back in with her. I mean, after 7 years of living together, so.
Defendant Steve Foster and his ex-wife Susan admit that Steve left Susan to date the plaintiff, but he claims he only did it because the plaintiff lured him away with gifts and money.
Let me allow him to give some background.
Well, Your Honor, you know they say the grass is always greener on the other side. In my case, that wasn't so much true. I made a foolish mistake. I left my wife. For her, we had a deal with racing, and she more or less showered me with money and gifts and lured me away from my family.
What type of money and gifts?
For instance, I got a photograph of my car before I was with her. It shows my wife's names on each side of it. My name's on the driver's side.
How much was this?
The motor blew up in it.
No,
she paid me.
What you told me is that she showered you with gifts and it made you leave your family. So with this particular gift, how much was it?
$4,000 she gave me to rebuild the motor.
So far we got $4,000 you left your family for.
No, I did not give him that.
Come on, ma'am, I'm just going what he's saying.
No, this was when I was still with her. She gave me this.
Sir, let's get to what you told me.
Okay.
You say she showered gifts on you.
Well, she did.
And made you leave your family. So let's get to the gifts. What are the gifts? That's what I'm asking you.
The motor in the car.
So far. That's where I was at. $4,000. You left your family so far for $4,000. What are the other gifts?
I don't know.
You don't know what other gifts you received?
Well, I mean, coming to get me, taking me out.
Okay. So like for a ride to for a ride. What else? What else?
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's the truth.
No, it doesn't sound ridiculous. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Okay. Well, it was a bad mistake, and I regret it, and I'm here today.
I know, but I'm just trying to understand the mistake. Okay. And so far, you're telling me the mistake was that you left your family for $4,000 and a ride.
No.
That's what you told me.
Okay. That was the beginning of it, yes.
Oh, the beginning? Yeah. Oh, what, like the second day?
Well, when
the second, give him $4,000 the second day he leaves his family.
No, it wasn't.
What do you say the beginning? What do you mean by the beginning?
By the beginning. She acted like her friend for a whole year and told her everything was going to be okay for a whole year.
Anything else you want me to know?
Then I ended up leaving after a
Anything
year
else you want me to know, sir, other than you left your wife and family for $4,000?
I guess not.
All right.
But Your
Honor, you want it back? I'll loan you $5,000. That's $1,000 more. Yeah, you
Your
can get him,
Honor,
just raise it 1,000 and he'll come back.
I have.
Go ahead.
I have love notes from him. You can see he was very madly in love with me, and
All right. Tell me about the car you're suing for.
it's a NHRA certified 750 chassis 92 Camaro car, and it runs about 528 and an eighth mile. And it's one that Steve and I worked on together. I bought the car. I have receipts where I paid for the car. I bought most of the parts in the car. He did a lot of the labor. And anyhow, it's our race car. And our agreement was when he
No, it was
left.
my race car.
Let
No,
her
it
finish,
wasn't.
sir. Go ahead.
Our agreement was when he left that he would put it on Racing Junk. And
You
that
would put
he
it on what?
Racing Junk. It's a web page where they sell a lot of race cars, and that he would put it on there and I could watch it. And then when it sold, he would give me my half of the race car. It was listed on Racing Junk, and I did call him because I heard he might have sold it. And
So the car was sold?
Yeah.
For how much?
$22,000,
Sir, let me hear from you.
$22,000, $25,000.
Yeah, I sold the car about 2 weeks after I'd left her. She didn't have a problem with it at all until she found out 2 months later that I was back with my ex-wife. Then
You
she
sold
wanted
it for
to take me to court.
$22,000. Sir, you sold it for $22,000?
Yes, sir.
How much did she put into it?
$4,300 when she
And
first
so what
bought
did
it.
she get out of it?
I don't know what to say. I mean,
No, you can tell me how much. Sir, you can tell me how much of her money back
She didn't
she
get any money back.
Okay, so you sold the car that she put $4,000 into.
Right, I was
you
with her.
sold it for $22,000 and didn't give her a dime?
No, when I left after 7 years.
I don't care about that.
Okay.
I ask you a very specific
Okay.
question. Did you give her a
No.
dime
No.
of the $22,000 you sold the car for, even though she put $4,000 into it?
No, I didn't want to disrupt my wife any more than I had to. Make her any more mad at me. I'm trying to ask her for forgiveness.
Did you get married again? Really?
Is that any of your business?
It's irrelevant.
You're a sucker of the worst kind. $5,000 for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
No, she stays out of my life, leaves me alone now.
I will. Here, consider yourself served.
I've already got the paper.
No, this is a new one, sweetie. You got another one now.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, consider yourself served.
You're such a tramp.
Oh, I am.
You are a homewrecker.
I'm done. Thank you.